older energy, as a lot of you guys know, things are shifting. The vibration of the planet is increasing, and people are becoming more in tune with themselves. People are awakening. People are not needing the basic training wheels as before. But a lot of people kind of had the idea that karma is kind of like a punishment, or the universe punishing you for doing something wrong or doing something that is a negative energy, you know, like, oh, what goes around comes around. And to a certain extent that, you know, it seems to be that way, because people will say, you know, oh, well, if, you know, I hurt someone, then, you know, at some other point in time, the, you know, that same situation will happen to me, and vice versa. So that's kind of where that idea of what goes around comes around kind of comes in, and why people kind of get stuck on that saying. Right, babe?
Right.
But now, you know, looking at the universe guiding you to things that your soul, your spiritual soul wants to work on, but it's your own spirit that is setting up these scenarios and guiding you to these scenarios to help you clear that energy or learn and evolve to a new level. It's all about spiritual evolution. I mean,
So someone just said 5D, increasing your vibration and all of that. Yeah, so in the old, you know, third dimensional reality, which is what we've lived in for so long, that was karma, where we come into this lifetime, and before we came into this life, we would set up events to teach us and teach our soul lessons. And as we raise our vibration and enter the fourth dimension and fourth dimensional reality, that no longer serves us. We don't have to set up events, and we don't even have to go through the karmic events that we set up prior to this life. And the key now is, so babe, how do you say that you always give an example of training wheels?
well, in the older energy, things were more dense, and we weren't as connected to our intuition and being, you know, awakened to a level where we can guide ourselves to what we are trying to work on and how to evolve. So, you know, the training wheels were in the older energy, where we kind of actually had to set up scenarios like, you know, you have a boss that treats you, you know, that's mean to you, or, you know, is a bully, to help you learn lessons around that situation, how to stand up for yourself, or how to create boundaries, or, you know, how to work with that situation. Or in a family dynamic where, you know, you might have had abuse, you know, or just a difficult situation at home. I mean, there's so many scenarios that we can set up for ourselves to help us learn and evolve past that situation. So we essentially are, you know, having more of an awakening around how to handle that and how to look at it from a spiritual perspective, and realizing that everything we're guided to is for our spiritual growth. Like, in every situation that might look, you know, stressful or look like it's a horrible situation, everything has a potential for spiritual growth within that. So that's kind of the training wheel scenario in the old energy. But as a lot of you know, we're into a new energy now, where we're actually tapping in better. You know, the collective consciousness is vibrating higher, so that affects all of us and our abilities to know how and what we need to do to evolve and to clear energies. Or, you know, coming into this life saying like, oh, you know, I need to work on, you know, self-worth. You know, instead of setting up those scenarios, we can say, you know what, tapping into that on your own and knowing that's something that you want to work on to enhance yourself past that, so you can work on your self-worth. I mean, there's so many different scenarios involved in why, you know, we can do that and be in tune on our own.